All right, so can I run through some?
Okay, so we're live now. Onision.
Can I run through some questions?
Sure. Ask whatever you want to ask.
That's awesome. When I asked previous debaters,
Are you okay, by the way?
yeah, I just got done recording a video.
Okay, you look hurt, but okay.
Yeah, it's fake blood. So the drawing you posted of yourself sodomizing me.
Yeah, did you like it?
No, not really. Do you think like that's acceptable regardless of gender, or was it just fine because it was a girl and guy?
Obviously it was rude, and obviously it was meant to piss you off and dig at you, like the many things you've done to me, you know, vice versa. So
Well, I've never done anything like
it's
that.
not that big of a deal.
I mean, Twitter banned you for
No, you've never done anything like that, but you've definitely, you know, rated, you know, underage girls in sports bras on your channel.
Yeah, sports bra, that's confusing to me. And did you actually see the clip?
How is that confusing to you?
Well, because a
13-year-old girl in a sports bra
in public.
Right, but so that means that in public it would be okay for you to, you know, rate a 13-year-old girl in a sports bra and tell her if she's fat or not, tell her if she's an 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10.
Rate, but what did I actually say in that video?
Listen, here's the thing, Onision. You brought up, I think, literally 8 or 9 month old drama because your channel is that hurt right now.
You didn't answer the question.
I'm answering. You're gonna let me answer. Okay. So because of that, because you're judging up this old shit, because your channel is so dead, and because you can barely crack like 30,000 views on a video over a week, it is hard to remember exactly what you said to all these young girls in your videos. So I couldn't tell you exactly. You know, you're the one that seems to really still care about all of this, so you have to tell me.
I have a video that I uploaded like 36 hours ago that's over 100,000 views. I mean, so like that's
good for you. That is really good for you.
I'm just saying that's not accurate. But secondly,
well, it's almost entirely accurate. You know, maybe you can pick one or two, like, you know, there's the come up for you. But at the end of the day, your channel is very much dead, which is why you brought up old drama and had to repost old videos of you calling me a cunt for 15 minutes straight.
Why? Can I tell you why I brought it up? Because ever since you made that video,
I killed your channel, apparently.
I've been getting called a pedophile on a regular basis. And I think you know I'm not a pedophile.
So is that my fault or is that your fault for being a creep?
When you acted like that image of that girl in a sports bra and leggings was something else, that's when you started to imply this pedophilia thing, which just isn't a real thing. Like it's not a product of that site. It's not a product of what I did.
Greg, the point of my entire video and any criticism I made of you and these underage girls was that it was creepy, because it is creepy. You're a public figure, you're a YouTuber, you make videos for public consumption.
If it was
I'm talking, and I can definitely comment on those videos and put out my opinions on those videos.
Yes,
so when I see you making videos,
just fraudulent.
So when I see you making videos of 13-year-old girls, 15-year-old girls, hell, even 17-year-old girls, it's really weird. You know, girls in leggings and sports bras, and, you know, your name written on their head, and your name. I'm going to have to mute you if you just talk over me. I'll let you talk after I'm done. I promise I'll let you talk. So when I see like Onision written on their hip bones, these young girls, and like girls in sports bras, and, you know, I have actually the receipts. I actually have the archives of your forums up on my browser right now of all these girls. Very scantily clad, very underage, very underdeveloped.
You don't know their age, though. That's the problem.
You can tell. Yeah, you can actually tell by looking at them that they're extremely fucking young.
And
what you like to do,
dated somebody who was 19 and they were not developed. So
I'm sure that's how you like him, Greg. I'm sure you like him very underdeveloped. But the point is,
actually, I like people of like
all ages
or not developed, so long as they're, you know, past puberty by like.
Greg, you just stated that you like girls who are not developed. Are you? And you want to be mad at me for making you look like a creep?
No, I stated that I like a variety of mature women. Just because you're not developed doesn't mean you're not mature. There are plenty of adults who are not.
Listen, you're the one on the record on my channel saying that you like underdeveloped women. So you want to talk about what I say? How about what you say? You dig your own fucking hole.
You see how dishonest that is? I actually said I liked a variety of women who are developed.
But before that, you said you liked underdeveloped women. I'm sure people will play it back, rewind, whatever they want to do. That's what you said.
How taking something out of context isn't honest, right?
Greg, that's all the fuck you do. In the entire 15-minute video, in the entire
actions based on what you think that
in the entire 15-minute video you made of me, where you called me a cunt probably about 50 times, you took almost everything I said out of context.
Let's be clear.
Every point you made, no, Greg, I'm gonna have to mute you. You gotta let me finish. I'll let you talk.
Let's not pretend it's one way.
Greg, listen.
Am I muted?
When it comes to taking things out of, no, you're not muted because I'm being nice. However, if you keep talking over me, you're definitely gonna get muted. When it comes to taking people out of context,
that's
when it comes to taking people, okay, you're getting muted.
Your opponent.
You're getting muted. I'll let you talk, but you have to let me talk. So when it comes to taking people out of context, that's all the fuck you did in the video about me. And what's really sad is that, like I said, this is 8-month-old drama. So people don't even really know what we're talking about here, because you wanted to dredge this up and upload the same video that you uploaded 8 months ago. That cracked like 20,000 views. That was kind of sad. But it's like, you dig your own hole and then you want to be mad at me for ending your YouTube, which I guess I kind of did. But it's your fault. Now I'll unmute you and you can definitely respond. Actually, you can unmute yourself. I can't unmute. There you go. There you go.
You just admitted that you damaged my career with your, I mean, like, you didn't admit the second part, but you did actually previously on Twitter admit that your statements were misleading.
Wait, what about misleading? What did I say was misleading?
Yeah, you admitted that you didn't disclose that my site specifically said only appropriate images. You actually said that.
Right, here's the thing.
Hold on, I'm still talking. We get to take turns, right? So, yeah, you said that you didn't actually tell people that the site specifically said only appropriate images, no inappropriate pictures. No. It's actually on your Twitter right now. People can search for it, Miss Blaire White, @Onision, or including the word Onision. You made this whole statement where you actually admit that you didn't tell people that the site said no inappropriate images. So this entire time, you're saying creepy YouTuber collects pictures of 13-year-olds when you only have one example. Hold on, you only have one example of a 13-year-old, and the 13-year-old that you were using as an example.
I have a list of fucking examples open in my fucking browser right now.
Hold on.
I have a list, like 10, 12, 13, 14-year-olds.
Hold on. You have this one example that you use in your video that is a person in spandex and sports bra, but you don't show that image. You don't say, hey, this person's actually in sports bra and leggings. You act like they're actually in underwear. And then you go on to show, you then go on to show another, you talk about that under 18-year-old, and you act like that was an inappropriate image as well, because you say, well, obviously I'm not going to show it. Obviously you could have pixelated out their face to be honest about what was actually shown in that image. That person was completely fully clothed, like they're wearing a hoodie or something.
I'm so ready for you to be done.
Hold on, they're wearing a hoodie or something, and you didn't include that in your video. My guess, and I'm not going to accuse you of it, but my guess is that you weren't logged into the site. You actually said that you got most of your information through an article, which is not responsible, because if you want to get your information from something, you should actually probably.
You've talked for a while now. Let me actually address what you've said, because at this point you're going on like 4 or 5 accusations. Let me just do the first 3. Okay, let's do that. Okay, ready for me to talk? I'm going to talk.
Go ahead.
Okay. So first thing, the reason why I did not include examples of these young girls is because I am not like you, Greg. I do not put photos of young girls, scantily clad or otherwise, really, up on my channel in that manner. So for me,
imply that they were.
But your idea of here's the problem. Your idea of appropriate clothing and fully clothed is a girl in a sports bra and leggings posing for you to rate her body. That's your idea of appropriate. That's your idea of appropriate. The other picture of the girl. Nope. The other picture of the girl with the hoodie. You know, I'm trying to remember. This is an 8-month-old fucking drama. I'm trying to fucking remember. This was from the Heat Street article that was about you.
It was inaccurate.
So if they, maybe that part was fucking inaccurate. However, the fact remains, everything I accused you of in that video is true, minus the lack of the, you know, the rule on your forum about no inappropriate images. However, the fact still, however,
if you noticed that, the whole thing would have been pointless.
Shh, quiet. No. You don't let me talk. However, I conceded to that within days of doing the video. Within days of doing the video, I said, you know what, actually, no, let me talk. Let me talk, Greg.
Is the video still up?
Listen, I'm not Joy Sparkle. You're going to let me talk on my channel. You're not talking over me. You're not manipulating me. I conceded very quickly that I was actually factually incorrect about the lack of, rules about no inappropriate photos on your website. However, the fact still remains, there were inappropriate photos on your website. There were scantily clad pictures of young girls. I have it up right now, dozens of girls. I'm not going to post it in the fucking live stream. Dozens of girls.
Not a single one of those videos was flagged. So obviously YouTube.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
If it was
it doesn't matter. No, listen. No. Greg. It doesn't matter if it doesn't. Listen.
Because not even
it doesn't matter.
A problem.
Here's the thing. It doesn't matter if it was against YouTube TOS. It doesn't matter if it was against the fucking law. No, it doesn't. Because my point was not that it was breaking the rules, that you should be banned, that you should be flagged. None of that. You send people on fucking flagging campaigns. I don't do that shit. I don't do that. The point was, it was fucking creepy. That was my entire point. Not that you should go to jail over it. Not you should be banned over YouTube. Like, none of that. So don't manipulate the situation at all. Don't do that.
Well, you literally said creepy YouTuber collects photos of 13-year-olds. That was the title. But that completely alienates all of the other people who are actually the majority of people that are collected are literally people just dismissed.
It doesn't matter if the majority of the people in your videos are overage. The fact remains that you did post the photos of the 13-year-olds.
You have the one example of a girl in a sports bra and leggings.
So me saying, and it's not just her. You want to keep taking it back to that.
If you don't even if you can't even demonstrate another example.
It's not just her. It's not just this one girl. It was many girls. Okay. And it doesn't matter if the majority of the girls in your videos were overage, adult, fully developed women.
The title clearly implied that I targeted people.
Because the fact remains that Greg.
I'm pointing out a very clear fact that was not honest. And it wasn't.
No, it was fucking honest. It was fucking honest.
If you said,
Greg, you're going to get muted because you're not letting me respond. You're not letting me respond, so you're getting muted again, unfortunately. What I said was factually correct. That you collected photos of underage girls for your videos. That was factually correct. Whether or not they were all underage is irrelevant because the fact remains that you did do that. So now you can, how do you respond to that?
What is your definition of collect? Because it's a public forum where people post themselves and there's
here's my definition of collect.
Those pictures
here's my definition of collect. When you have to make a video and you have to compile photos for a video, you save all those pictures to your computer. You had to have had an album on your computer for this video.
The video is done.
Okay, so you collected them and deleted them. Glad you fucking deleted them. However, these young girls are still all up on your channel. And it was really sad how there was that one girl who was basically begging you to take it off and you did.
That was the
really sad
friend. You don't seem to remember that, but that was the
11-year-old friend. How sad is that? How sad is that? That there's this young girl.
Alleged. Anybody can claim to be the friend of somebody and request something. Here's the thing. The girl's face was covered up by an emoji. And that even was sliced off. So there's no way to identify the person who was, again, in a sports bra and leggings. This is such a non...
So because there was an emoji over her face, it's okay to have a photo of how old was she? 13, 11?
A person in leggings and a sports bra.
Hold on, just answer this. How old was she?
I don't know. I can't verify.
The 11-year-old friend said she was 13, I believe. So here's a question for you.
How many people have claimed that were not honest?
Question. So do you think that it's more appropriate because there was a fucking emoji over her face to have a photo of an 11-year-old girl in a sports bra and leggings and say maybe 13, maybe 13. We don't know, maybe 13.
Back straight, dude.
This is 8-month-old fucking drama that you were desperate to dredge up. This is 8-month-old drama you were desperate to dredge up.
You could have your facts straight and not get all your information from one bogus article, which is what you did. That was not from the article. Second of all, let me finish my question. How sad is it that you think that because there was an emoji over her face that it's appropriate to have a 13-year-old girl scantily clad on your channel and you rating if she's hot or not? What is that? Sports bra is what you see at the Young Men's Christian Association.
So would you do it at the Young Men's Christian Association?
Would I do?
Would you tell the 13-year-old? Would you tell a 13-year-old? Listen, let me ask the question. Then you can answer. Let me ask the question. Then you can answer.
I would say no. You're not fat.
Question answer. There's
nothing wrong with that.
Okay. Well, then I guess we're just two different kind of fucking people that you think it's okay to in person. No, listen.
Listen. You wouldn't tell them that they weren't.
Okay, you're muted. So I guess we're just two different kind of people that you think if it's in person, it's okay as well to rate a 13-year-old if she's hot or not in a sports bra. Unmute yourself.
Yeah. When did this become hot or not? When it was originally whether or not they're fat.
Is that better? Is that better?
Well, it's a whole world.
Telling a 13-year-old. By the way, I have another thing I want to talk about. Honestly,
I would tell my
sister. But is that better?
Not that doesn't.
Is that better? Telling a 13-year-old if they're fat or not? That's kind of fucking. You're 30. Greg, you're 31, right? 31. You're a 30-year-old man.
Whether or not they're fat.
You're a grown ass man telling 13-year-olds on the internet
of any age whether or not they're fat in an honest way. If
that's because you're a fucking scumbag. So we can move on from that. We can move on from that.
To someone being a scumbag, just giving someone your honest opinion about whether or not they're
telling a 13-year-old.
They asked, and I gave them my honest opinion.
You're so stupid. You're honestly disgusting. That's so stupid, Onision. But you know that's stupid though.
Why is that?
That's just fucking retarded.
Your honest opinion.
You think because she asked for it?
Yeah, if her face was censored out and she was in the leggings and the sports bra.
So you think it's okay to put a 13-year-old's body on the internet for hundreds of thousands of people to see back in the day when you got those kind of views?
I feel like you should.
That many people to see.
You should write Instagram an angry social justice warrior email about how they have people.
Holy shit, Greg.
It's you seem like such a social justice warrior right now because this is purely not against YouTube policy. It's not against the law. Yet you're here.
I seem like a social justice warrior because I don't want a 30-year-old man posting the bodies of 13-year-olds telling them if they're hot or not or fat or not.
Fat or not. Let's be clear.
Okay, and that's so much better. By the way, we have different topics, honestly. We should move on from this. This is so old.
I would actually
there's something else I want to talk about.
I would like to go back to the drawing you posted of you raping me.
Who said it was rape?
Obviously, I didn't consent.
It was a drawing. Who said it was rape?
But if I drew a picture, if someone drew a picture and they're a man, they drew a picture of them raping you, I'm pretty sure the internet would be outraged at that. Maybe you wouldn't. But the internet would just completely lynch them. So how is it appropriate for you to do that?
Who said it was appropriate?
But why would you do that? Why?
Because it was funny, Greg. Because it was funny and I like fucking with you.
Twitter didn't find it funny. They banned you for a day. See, I've never been banned.
Yeah, they banned me because you're a punk ass bitch.
For the images in this context that I've posted, I've never been banned from it for a day, but you have. So in this situation, you posting a picture of you raping me or forcibly sodomizing me.
It wasn't rape. It wasn't rape though.
And you're here telling me that I can't tell people whether or not they're fat, but somehow you're a saint by posting drawings of you raping people. Like, do you not see how crazy?
But I'm flat out telling you that it wasn't rape. And at the end of the day, it's just
tell the victim whether or not they're raped. The victim gets to decide that.
You're not a victim. I didn't fucking rape you.
Getting raped.
Do you feel like a rape victim in this moment, Greg?
Why would I say I feel like a rape victim? I was a victim of a
drawing.
Yes. And you got banned for a day
because
Greg. Twitter believed that you were totally wrong.
Greg,
you have your opinions, and YouTube doesn't agree with you. The law doesn't agree with you. I have my perspective.
The law of what? What did I do that's illegal?
My perspective.
What have I done that's illegal?
Twitter,
not in your perspective, in the law's perspective.
Against you because of
in the law's perspective. What have I done that's illegal?
No, I'm not talking about the law taking action. I'm talking about the.
But you just said the law disagrees with me. So what is it?
Talking about the law disagrees with you saying there's something wrong with the images that I posted. But we're talking about the Twitter.
No, you're not gonna. No, you're trying to manipulate. I never said it was fucking illegal ever. Not once. Not once.
No, I'm not saying you ever said it was illegal. What I'm saying is,
then what's your point?
Like this is a horrible, horrible thing when nothing illegal happened.
Greg, you did something creepy, and another YouTuber called it creepy. That's what the fuck happened.
Okay, but your title was creepy YouTuber collects pictures of 13-year-olds.
And we already went over you collected them because you had to save from your computer.
If you were honest, it would have been you could have said creepy YouTuber. That's an opinion. You could have said, but you'd have to say creepy YouTuber presents images of 13 to 40-year-olds.
Greg,
because
because some of them are 40, right? What the fucking mess?
They actually were.
Greg.
They actually were.
Greg.
The problem is you went off an article and you didn't actually watch the videos. Had you actually watched these videos, you would.
Greg, I watched the videos. And I also have.
I've made about 45. Have you watched all 45?
Greg.
Have you watched all of them? How many have you watched?
Listen.
How many have you watched, though?
Shut your mouth. Open your ears.
It's a direct question.
Mouth, ears. Shh. So, for you to make a video rating the bodies of these girls, some of them are overage. That's cool. Some of them are not. For you to do that, you definitely have to collect them. No, you have to be like, I want this one in the video, this one in the video, and you save them and you put them in a folder and you put them on your video. Did you or did you not collect these photos?
I felt like we already covered this. I screen capped.
But we have not, because you still have a problem with me saying
and
you
then I
collected
posted the videos and then I deleted them because they were on the
So you collected them and then you deleted them, right?
Purely for the use of telling people whether or not they're fat or not.
So what is the problem with me saying creepy asshole, you collects because you did photos.
Like 13-year-olds is all that was ever in a video. And what you're
No, I'm not though. I'm simply commenting. No, I'm not. I'm simply commenting on the instances.
I that though.
I'm simply Greg, you're gonna let me answer. I'm simply commenting on the instances of the 13-year-olds, of the underage girls. I'm not commenting on the fucking 40-year-old broad you make videos on. I don't really care about that.
Because that doesn't make the title.
I mean, it's still kind of fucking rude.
If a YouTuber collects images of 40-year-old, people aren't going to click on that because nobody finds a problem with that. So you isolated it.
So you know how YouTube works. You know how YouTube works. However,
that is not honest.
However, it was honest. It was honest. The title was exactly what the fuck you did.
No, because now I have people calling me a pedophile.
The title was exactly what the fuck you did.
No, but now I have people calling me a pedophile as a result of your misleading title.
Is it a result of my misleading title? It's not a misleading title. It's exactly what the fuck you did. And if you didn't want people to call you a pedophile, you shouldn't fucking act like one. How about that?
How do I act like a pedophile?
Everything that's happened to you is because of you. It's not because of me. It's not. You're mad at yourself, Greg. You're mad at yourself. And you look like a bloody tampon right now. You look like a bloody tampon right now. And it's sad. Sure. Everything you've done is your fault. Everything that's happened to you is your fault.
Blaire White, what about the part where you admitted yourself that you did not include the key information that no inappropriate pictures were to be posted?
Greg, that's not even key fucking information. That's fucking honestly irrelevant. And I conceded to that.
If somebody posted to a website, don't post any naked.
I'm not arguing over something I already conceded to. It's fucking pointless.
And then you go and say, "Oh, this person's a pervert," despite the rule being right there.
Greg. All the people you've been with. Lainey was what? Like, how old was Lainey when you got with her? How old was she? Teenager, right? A teenager, right?
Well, she was about to turn 18. Actually, that's the story behind Lainey is Lainey told me that they were going to turn 18 in like 2 months, 3 months, something like that. It was actually.
And how old were you? How old were you?
It actually lied.
How old were you?
Was the relationship legal?
How old were you? We're not talking about legalities. We've already been over that. Everything's legal. You've done. Sure. I'm just saying creepy.
Well, I feel like this is getting off to something like, for instance, a girlfriend just prior to that was 26. And my ex-spouse was 24 when we split. So right. That's what people like to do, is they like to ignore the people who are, much closer to my age that I've been with, because it doesn't suit the agenda that I'm some kind of child targeting freak. Like, for instance, when my spouse,
I am the one person who has repeatedly conceded, yes, Greg is creepy with fucking overage women too. You probably fuck some overage women too. However, the fact remains that we can still comment on the instances of you being creepy. We just
can't.
Would
you say if I?
And that's what happened. Like, I'm so over this. Like, can we talk about something else?
Considering how offended you were by the posting of a girl in yoga pants or leggings and a sports bra, considering how offended you were.
Offended is a strong word. I just didn't like it.
How would you react, considering that's so creepy? How would you react if I posted a picture of myself raping someone, like a drawing of me raping someone? Would you be equally outraged, less outraged, more outraged than the yoga pants?
Greg, this is your manipulation coming into play. It wasn't rape. I told you it wasn't rape. It wasn't rape. I told you it wasn't rape.
I was the victim in the picture. Okay, you can't tell me I wasn't being raped.
I'm telling you weren't being raped.
But that's what sign of consent was there in that image? You and I, we are not on good terms. So when you take someone that you don't like and you draw a picture,
someone fucking drew a picture and I reposted it. Who gives a fuck?
And you were banned for a day because of it. You were so wrong.
You were banned because I was banned because you're a punk ass bitch who sends your followers on flagging campaigns. That's why the fuck I was banned. If enough people flag something, they just get banned.
How many times in this broadcast have I insulted you?
Greg, how many times in the last video you made of me did you call me a cunt? Thank you. How many times?
You're talking about 8-month-old drama.
Right, and this is the first time we've talked since then. This is the first time we've talked since then.
Isn't it interesting how the tables turn when you want to use old drama to suit your agenda?
It's not about using old drama. It's about you saying I'm being rude to you.
What I'm saying is you've called me a punk ass bitch and a number of other things.
You are a punk ass bitch.
You are very mature. You enjoy your vodka as well. I saw you tweet about how you're going to get drunk while this is a good life decision.
I didn't say I was going to get drunk. I said I'm drinking, and it is a fine life decision. I know you chain people up in your basement because they smoke weed, but regardless, I'm allowed to drink vodka. I'm a developed girl. Okay, I'm developed.
Literally not true. What you just said. You said I know you chain people up in your basement. I've literally never chained anyone up in my basement, and it wasn't because people smoke weed or not smoke weed.
Greg, are you getting it now? I'm like fucking with you. Are you getting it now?
Do you not care about honesty? Because you made you made so many false statements in this broadcast and prior.
Except I haven't.
Like,
that's the thing is I haven't.
You have a habit of you're a habitual liar?
I'm a habitual liar.
Is that what you're saying?
Not at all, Greg. Am I a habitual liar? What have I lied about? The joke now that you chain people up. I know you didn't chain anyone up, Greg. But you know what that fiasco was.
We're not having a two clowns debate and joke around debate. We're having two people talk about a serious issue.
Greg, are you really calling me a clown when you look like a bloody tampon?
I just
look at you.
I just recorded.
You showed. I don't get a wet wipe, bitch. Get a fucking wet wipe. Just take it off.
I typically don't take off my makeup the entire day after I record because I see no points. I'm not trying to impress anybody.
Greg.
Yes.
You look like shit.
Thank you.
You showed up looking like shit.
Insulting me again for no apparent reason.
Greg, I've given you so many. You know why I insult you, Greg? Here's a nice way to move on to the next topic. I think that you are genuinely a very, very bad person. You have treated my friends really, really badly. One of my good friends, Shane Dawson, you have attacked relentlessly.
Shane Dawson and I talk every other day. Not every other day. We talk like once.
No. It does. Wait, what?
Yeah, we've been emailing back and forth for weeks now.
I know. I heard that this morning, but I also heard some other things.
What did you hear? What did you hear?
Nothing. However,
what you just said.
The fact remains. The fact remains.
Did you actually hear
that?
Or was that just
the fact remains? No, I actually have heard things. However, I don't like. Unlike you, Greg, I don't like post emails publicly and try to like dox people and fucking like reveal people. Here's the thing.
But you do like misrepresenting people and implying that they're pedophiles when they're not.
Except I don't.
But you did.
Except I don't.
But you did.
Pedophilia is. Here's the thing. Greg.
You implied that I was attracted to 13.
We're moving on to.
You even did it in this stream. You tried to act like I was attracted to 13-year-olds because you tried to use women.
You stated in my fucking stream. Greg, it is on the record forever. Greg, forever. It will be on the record on this stream that you stated that you are into underdeveloped girls if they're mature. That's what the fuck
I stated. I was into underdeveloped women.
That's what he said, right? That's what he said.
And women who are developed as well. If they're past puberty and legal age, then it doesn't matter if they're developed or not.
Okay.
Right? It shouldn't matter.
Let me get back to what I was talking about.
What would you say to a person who has a growth issue and looks like a child as an adult? Is anybody who's with them? Is anybody who's with a female Gary Coleman, so to speak, a pedophile to you? What is your moral compass?
So now it's about midgets, really?
What I'm saying is development isn't necessarily hand in hand with age.
Greg.
If someone's 18, they're 18.
Greg, that was a reach. You try to take it to midgets to like justify why you're attracted to underdeveloped women.
People in relationships with midgets aren't valid. It's not something valid to bring up just because you don't have experience with that.
I didn't say that. I said it was a reach.
How is it a reach to talk about somebody who's in love with a person who isn't developed, who's an adult?
Listen, you can try to... can try to rationalize why you're attracted to like underdeveloped women all you want, but see, I want to go back to what I was talking about.
Women in general.
I want to go women in general. That's the problem. That the in general part includes very young girls, and it's just weird. I didn't say it was illegal. I'm sure you definitely have your bases.
I'm sure videos
Greg, I'm sure you have your bases covered.
The breasts or not.
Greg,
if you are,
Greg, I'm sure you have your bases covered. I'm sure you don't actually go for like, illegal underage women. I'm sure you do.
But base is covered. What does that mean?
I'm sure you wouldn't want to like get in trouble or like fuck someone who's illegally underage. I'm sure you only fuck like legal women.
I don't want to either because young people are idiots. Like there's nothing that a child offers. No. There's nothing that a child offers in a relationship. There's no future there. So why would
But there's
anyone
lots they offer for your videos, right? To put their bodies up on the internet to rate, right?
to tell them if they're fat or not when they're wearing leggings and a sports bra? That's totally appropriate.
Right. So you exploit children, just not sexually, just like visually on your YouTube channel for hundreds of thousands of people to see, for young girls to be affected by that.
Posting a drawing of raping someone is better to you.
Greg, it wasn't rape, okay? It was not rape, and I don't give a fuck about that. I don't give a fuck about that.
It was rape.
Do you want me to say sorry, Greg? Do you want me to say sorry?
Yeah, I would love that.
Greg, I am sorry for posting that amazingly hilarious picture of me butt fucking you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to see me butt fucking you. I'm sorry you're getting butt fucked right now on the stream. I'm really sorry. I apologize. But I want to move on.
That you raping people is funny.
Greg, I want to move on. We're going to move on.
You think that's funny? You just said you think it's funny. This isn't important. If I said...
So we're moving on, Greg.
If I said what you just said...
Greg.
If I said what you just said, they would lynch me. If I said that, oh, I'm sorry that I posted this picture that's horrible of me and you together. It was so funny to me though, Blaire, right? I would
can't help
I would be surprised if I had a YouTube channel after saying what you did. It was
funny, Greg.
No, rape is not funny. Rape is not funny. Rape is not funny.
Greg, you consistently... Greg?
Rape is not funny.
Greg? You consistently act like a little bitch and like a little cuck. And so it's funny to post a video, to post a picture drawn of a tranny fucking you in the ass. That's why it's funny.
Can you be mature?
Greg.
The insults that you're slinging, the defending of a rape drawing, like it's pretty sad where you are. And then you try to be a social justice warrior where you're trying to act like you're a hero for all 13-year-olds out there. When really,
Greg, you're an adult. You're a public figure. Neither one of us are 13-year-old girls.
In this situation,
we both have balls here.
If I did those things,
Greg,
I wouldn't be able to show up to a debate. I'd be so humiliated. But I showed up and I defended myself successfully because you admitted
I'm not
that you misrepresented the site. That clearly said there was no inappropriate pictures to be posted, and it had moderators.
Greg,
and it was
doesn't matter. Greg,
and YouTube didn't have a problem with it.
The fact, listen, you're getting muted. Greg, you have 3 seconds. You're gonna get muted. You gonna let me talk now? I'll respond to that, but you're gonna let me talk?
Can you imagine if I constantly threatened you to mute you?
Greg, I said I gave you 3 seconds for muting you. So here's the thing. You're in timeout. Here's the thing. It's kind of actually irrelevant whether or not you had like a disclaimer that probably came with like the website that you made to like make the form. It was probably a standard, like no inappropriate photos, or maybe not. I'll give you that. Maybe you actually put that there. However, you facilitated a situation where extremely young girls were posting photos in their bras, in their panties, in their sports bras, which apparently is appropriate to you. Very, very young, drawing their names, your name on their hip bones, on their stomach, asking you to think, like tell them if they're hot or not. You made that situation and that happened. I have 3 tabs open of archives of your forum, and the photos are really fucking disturbing. They're really disturbing. They're really, really young girls.
Well, you can show any of them because people just take your word for it.
Because I'm not a fucking creep. People can look up the fucking archives for themselves if they want to see them. I'm not putting that shit on my fucking channel. Period. I'm just not.
But you'll post
I'm just not. And if I was lying, Greg, if I was lying,
appropriate pictures of people in swimwear.
If I was lying, Greg, it would be more than just you saying I'm lying. You think I can really put out lies publicly to hundreds of thousands of people, and no one but you is saying I lie?
Are you familiar with politics?
Why is it just you? Am I familiar with politics?
Yes. There's a mentality where there's Trump voters and then there's Hillary or Bernie voters, where if Bernie Sanders does something or Trump does something, they find every possibility, every nook and cranny of how they can defend that person, despite their words being horrible. But if you switched like Trump's words over to Hillary or Bernie, hold on, I'm talking. If you switch that over, then people would automatically say, oh, that's true, that's okay, or whatever, or that's horrible, that's terrible. It just depends so much on whether or not people like you, and they'll go with that. For instance, if I was you right now and you were me, and you behaved the way you are now, and I behave that way I am now. So basically you're behaving appropriately, not slinging insults. I'm behaving inappropriately, muting you and trying to be completely controlling in the argument, etc. Admitting that I falsely represented.
I thought you liked being controlled.
People would say that this was open and closed the person who was saying punk ass bitch, etc., lost. But because you are you, people are going to support you regardless. So when you say, oh, nobody's called me out for lying, it's because I am hated online. People want me to lose. People actually go out of the way to watch hater videos, which promotes them in the algorithm, because they have higher engagement, because people are obsessed with hating me just like they're obsessed with hating Trump. People, like, if you notice, there's so much comedy. If you notice, there's so much comedy out there that is centered on shitting all over Trump. And people, it just keeps happening because people keep eating it up. My point is, you don't even know for sure, based on an audience reaction these days, whether or not you're right or wrong, because of the fact that a lot of times the audience will simply agree or align with you a lot of times because you either entertain them, you offer them something, or they simply get satisfaction out of seeing someone who mirrors their own opinion.
The fact remains, Greg, that I have 3 windows open right now.
Yeah, you already said
that. Exactly
time you've said
that. I see exactly what I accused you of.
That's magical. Inside this cloth is a proof that you're wrong. I'm not going to show it, but here it is. It's very, very convincing.
That's the difference between you and me. I'm not going to show it because I'm not putting photos of 13-year-olds.
The difference between you and me is I show evidence, you don't. That's what you're saying.
So it's really convenient for you.
Because like,
that you can say, listen, no, I let you talk. I let you talk for a while, actually. I let you talk for a while, actually. I really did. Okay, so it's very convenient.
So I posted
I let you talk. No, Greg, you're about to get muted. Greg, I let you talk for a while. Greg.
Yeah. Can you give me 10 seconds?
No, because I gave you like a minute. I gave you like a minute.
Just 10.
No, I'm actually not gonna let you talk. You have
I'm not allowed to talk. Okay. But I'm the controlling person.
No, I'm definitely being very controlling in this.
Okay, well, that's honest. Thank you.
I definitely am.
Thank you.
So I'm sure it's very convenient for you to be able to say that because I'm not willing to put these fucking pictures on my channel or on my live stream that I must be lying. However,
close people too.
However, it's actually very easy for people to find this archive. I can actually direct people the video that I found in the archive. It was in the description of this video. If you search, let me see. Onision, let's see, Blaire White.
Talking about webarchive.org?
I don't know, hold on.
Wayback Machine or something like that?
It's actually archive.is. So let me try to find the video in which people can then go.
Okay, while you do that, do you actually believe that everybody lies about their age who's not 18?
Oh, Greg, are we doing the analytics thing? Really?
Well, because you made accusations about that, so it would be nice to address that. Do you actually?
What exactly was the accusation? Okay, so anyone wants to find the archives? Hold on. Let me answer let me get past this first. Hold on. Let me address the first thing first, and then we can go to that. It's really quick. I'm just letting people know if they want to find the archives of your forums. It is archive.is, and it looks like your website is called Onision Forums, Community of Onision. I'm seeing posts.
Yeah.
Lots of posts. This girl looks literally 9. That's really sad. This girl says, I don't really like my body. I know you will say I'm crazy. I wish I was a little thinner. This is a really young girl.
She was perfectly fine, right? Yeah.
I don't know if you're responding to her.
That's what happens is like a lot of people, the majority.
This girl this girl I'm looking at just flat out has a picture of just her ass and panties. Like nothing else, just her ass.
Do you know her age?
Onision, she looks like fucking.
Looks like it's really totally different than actually. It's the difference between, a very.
You don't know her age either. It doesn't say. But she looks really fucking young and it's really fucking creepy. She looks like she's probably 12. It's really creepy. You can actually look at some people and visually see. You can actually look at some people.
Development is a huge variable with a lot of people. So you just, you assuming a crime happened when you have no evidence is kind of crazy.
Greg, are you prepared to sit here and say that you have never, in any of your videos, and that there are no people on those message boards that have ever been underage and posted pictures in their panties? Are you prepared to say that?
I have no idea, but when I see somebody who's actually underage, I delete it.
Right. I think you did after your video to cover your tracks. That's why everything's archived.
Actually, the site was literally like shut. Like it was like overloaded with DDoS. You know what DDoS is?
Okay, well, here's the thing, Greg. It's really
hold on. Do you know what? Tell me, please. Do you know what a DDoS is?
Why don't you inform me?
It's a server attack. Every other forum I start gets a DDoS attack. So the site was crashed and shut down because of that reason, because of a DDoS attack.
Because people saw these pictures and wanted to shut your shit down.
Like I said, many forums have been shut down, forums that didn't even have a submission section or anything. It's very unrelated.
Okay. Well, let's just like honestly bring it down for a second, Greg. Like, it's very obvious. I know you know it's obvious. I know you know.
What?
That there are pictures, many pictures on your website that have been posted of underage girls in their panties. I know you know it. You're sitting here saying, but you know it, Greg. I know you know it. Just as a human being, just be willing to say that has happened, and it's been in mass.
Are there pictures? Are there people at swimming pools who are not 18 who are wearing bikinis?
You keep want to pull it. You want to pull this like
what I'm
public shit.
What I'm saying is, you're trying to paint me like this was totally innocent for the longest time until someone wrote saying it was totally.
You facilitated a situation in which girls wanted to be on your channel, so they put in submissions of pictures of themselves in their panties on your website with your name written wherever they want to write it, and that's what happened.
Level of clothing to wear. I've talked to people about whether they look fat or not when they're fully clothed plenty of times. There's no suggestion to say, hey, you got to dress up a certain way.
Sometimes for you to say that because sometimes they're fully clothed is irrelevant. Just like you saying sometimes they're overage. Well, guess what? Sometimes they're underage and sometimes they're not clothed.
Let's pretend I'm Instagram. Do you provide the opportunity? Hold on. Do you provide the opportunity for young girls to post pictures of themselves in their underwear to your site? It just doesn't work. That doesn't stick. Okay, people can flag.
You are not Instagram. Your website is definitely not the level of Instagram where things slip through the cracks like that.
We have moderators. If there's an inappropriate image, all people have to do is report it and the image is removed. It works just like Instagram. It's totally reasonable to compare those two. So you have a problem with Instagram if you.
But it's not because you put those fucking pictures in your videos. It's not because you utilize those videos.
Were not flagged, unlike your picture of you raping me.
It doesn't matter if it was flagged. It doesn't matter if it was technically part of the YouTube TOS. My entire point was that it was creepy. My entire point was that it was creepy, not that it was against the TOS.
Someone. That's creepy.
You want to keep putting it back to that.
Yoga pants. You tell me it's worse.
Greg, my point. I never once said that anything you did was illegal. Anything you did was against YouTube TOS. Clearly, it was not. My entire point was that it was creepy. And guess what? That's an opinion.
Yeah,
and for you, but I want to know, Greg. But I want to know.
The message there was that I actually feel like I'm trying to prevent more redundancy, but you and I both know that.
It's very fucking redundant.
You and I both
actually really want to move on, Greg. I actually really want to fucking move on. I really want to move on to something else. Just something else I want to talk about.
I have more questions. I have more questions that are different.
God, it's like I'm trying to care that you have questions, but okay, ask your question.
But you do agree that not everybody lies about their age when they sign up to YouTube. Otherwise, there would be no 13 to 17 category because it would always be 0%. Right? Right, Greg. Okay, because you said that everybody does it, and that's not true.
I didn't say that.
No, you did.
If I said everybody, it was definitely hyperbole. It was definitely like, oh yeah, everyone lies about their age.
You should stop saying things that aren't true.
Greg, hyperbole is not being factually incorrect. I was saying, oh, everybody lies about their age because everyone does. When you were 13,
literally not everyone does.
I know you're very literal, and that's definitely very autistic.
It's just the fact thing. It's not a gray thing. It's like,
I know you're very literal, Greg. I know you are. I know everything is like face value. Nothing. Sarcasm doesn't exist in your world. Hyperbole doesn't exist in your world. I'm aware of that. So I'm going to have to definitely, tread lightly.
First of all, I just want to thank you. I want to thank you for actually answering these questions. Like, I really appreciate that because whenever I try to ask people questions on previous debates, they say I'm being controlling and they're saying I'm trying to trap them and stuff. And you are actually somewhat answering them. So I want to say I appreciate that. But the next question is, you claimed that you have never seen an adult fan of mine on your page defending me.
No.
How did you verify this?
Greg.
Well, no, how did you know?
I've never seen. Listen, I'll answer.
Okay.
So I think you've made like 2 or 3 videos of me, and every time that you've like directed your audience to attack me, that's simply a statement on me saying that I've never really seen any comment from anyone that seemed like it was anyone of like either. Listen,
night and day different.
Listen. I'm going to answer. You got to let me answer. I've never seen any comments from anyone that seemed like any of your fans, that seemed like they were either adults or of full mental capacity. I've also never really seen a
full mental capacity. So what are you saying?
You said kids were dumb earlier, right? So we agree on that.
Well, you say or, and. So when you say kids or someone who's not a full mental capacity, you're implying that they are not kids, but they are simply like mentally disabled.
No, I'm implying that they are literally kids and not of full mental capacity. Like,
okay.
So there's that. And I don't think I've ever seen a picture of like a fan tweeting me of yours that like looked like they were an adult. They all are little girls. And so, that was that. And so also one more thing.
Generalization.
One more thing. When I said, oh, everybody lies about their age on YouTube when they sign up. Obviously hyperbole. I don't know if you're able to recognize that or not, but it's obviously me saying like everybody.
It's Twitter.
Huh?
I think I'm not sure about this, but I think I've seen you complain about how Twitter, you can't really detect sarcasm because it's in text. So I think that you of all people would understand this, right?
Right, but you seem to be the one that's incapable of registering sarcasm and or hyperbole when you're.
But you as well. You as well, because you have complained in the past about sarcasm, I believe.
What are you talking about?
I saw something on Twitter where you were like, "My bad for not being able to understand sarcasm." It's on Twitter.
I really don't know what you're talking about. I really don't.
Switching water.
Okay, just water. I really don't. So, but you know, Greg, I really would like to move on from the forum. Like at this point, you and I both know that you've had scantily clad photos of underage girls in your videos and on your forum, which was my entire contention with you, which was me saying it was creepy. So let's move on.
I wasn't actually making it up. Here you go. You said
I didn't say you're making it up though.
Okay, whatever. It says you said expecting people to detect sarcasm in plain text, which is weird. Like, why would you expect that? Balancing. Yeah.
So was my video plain text? No, it was a video.
No, but what I'm saying is that you pointed out that it was kind of silly to expect people. You're pointing out that it was kind of silly to expect people to understand sarcasm in plain text. So because you found an instance. To understand.
So because you found an instance of where like I didn't necessarily detect sarcasm in what someone else said.
Yeah, I'm saying we're in the same boat.
That means
in that regard.
Okay, we're in the same boat. You didn't understand. You didn't understand when I said everybody lies about their age on YouTube, but I didn't mean literally everybody.
Thank you. Okay. Awesome. Okay.
Okay.
Did you?
Anyways, but like for real, Greg.
Specific topic. What was it?
I want to move on. So I really want to let you know about yourself a little bit when it comes to the things you said about Shane. Because
are you talking about the weight thing? Did you see today's video?
I'm talking about no, I don't watch your videos like that, but I have watched previous videos where you have said, listen, let me introduce the point and then we can talk about it. I have seen videos in which you state that Shane wears black to hide his disgusting body. Videos where you have compared your body to Shane's. And the thing about Shane, I'll let you respond, but let me address my issue. The thing about Shane is that, first of all, Shane's a really good friend, which is why I'm bringing it up. If this wasn't a friend, I wouldn't bring it up. The thing about Shane is that he has been very open online about his body dysmorphia, about the issues he's had with his weight. He's had a really intense skin surgery. He used to be 400 pounds.
I know.
So
I know.
Yeah, I'm glad. So for you to be a shitty enough person to make video after video calling someone's body disgusting, comparing your body to his when he used to be 400 pounds, that's just really, really fucked up. So I really wanted to just let you know that I've seen that and that you're really fucked up for that.
Have you seen, sorry, I almost asked the same question. Today's video really cleared things up. So if you saw that, you would probably get more.
Okay, well, I'm glad maybe you feel remorse or whatever. But at the end of the day, I'm letting you know that's a huge reason.
You pull the hyperbole thing and I pull the comedy thing. You see that?
It's comedy. Listen. You have made video after
you posted a picture. You posted a drawing of you raping me. That's comedy to you, right? Because you said it was hilarious. Okay.
That is.
So that context of rape is funny to you.
However,
me saying certain things that are offensive about other people is like a Daniel Tosh thing. Okay.
That's not.
It's just
it's not about it being. It's not about it being offensive, Greg. It's about you going after Eugenia Cooney, an anorexic girl. The shit you said about her is fucking foul. You've gone after Shane.
The vast majority
has been through hell and back to lose his weight. Huh?
a lot of people, like thousands of people, came to me saying I was triggered by this person, or I'm glad that you made these videos because it helps raise awareness about eating disorders.
It doesn't matter though. It doesn't matter though. Here's the thing, and where you and I can possibly relate. Here's where you and I can possibly relate.
Sure.
So I have made some videos about a YouTuber named Riley Dennison, which I said some things which were never as bad as the shit you say about Shane, but I've said some like mean things. I apologize to that person. And that's where you and I can kind of relate, where we said some things we regret. But the problem is you don't actually fucking regret it. And the shit you said is really fucking foul about
I would have to get an exact quote. Like I used to say, if you have a penis, you're a boy. There's no way around it. Like I used to say things like that. And then I learned the definition of gender. Right,
but now you like virtue signal about trans people constantly, and you have like a trans wife, right?
Why did you put quotes like that? Why would you want to be accepted as a trans person while insulting other trans people? You know, non-binary.
No, I really don't. No, I'm just saying I don't really know like what's going on with your wife. I know it was some. No, and let me answer. Well,
that was really insulting. What you?
No, well, possibly.
Or it's basically all non-binary people because that's what my spouse identifies.
Okay.
So that was, maybe you should apologize for that.
I'm not going to. I'm glad.
Okay.
I'm glad.
I'm glad for things that I did a while ago.
Are you really going to shit a chicken over this? Are you really going to shit a chicken over that right now?
But that's so invalidating. Do you want to? These people are trying to be validated. These people are trying to be validated. They want to be a part of the LGBT community, and people like you just keep rejecting them completely hypocritically. But why would you put quotes around it? That's like if I put quotes around gay marriage. That's like if I put quotes around gay marriage. I'm like, oh, gay, and then quote marriage, as if that's not valid. People don't need this invalidation, especially coming from a trans person like yourself. That's very confusing.
It shouldn't be confusing. I've made many videos, you know.
Well, why would you do it then?
How about I fucking answer you, Greg? How about that?
All right.
I've made many videos expressing my opinions on non-binary and alternative gender identities. Shouldn't really be that shocking. It's not a big deal I did this, okay? Like, if that is really gonna like shake your foundation and like ruin your wife's day, I'm sorry. I take it back then. I didn't fucking mean the quotes then.
We get it all the time, so it's a very a topic that we notice a lot.
Okay.
Every day, invalidating tweets, harassment in general on YouNow and other places. It's something that we're just not really into. I'm sure you've received your own share of annoying comments, and no matter how tough of a cookie you are, I'm pretty sure that it gets to you from time to time because it is constant. So you don't need to express it yourself.
Okay. I'm glad we can find common ground on that. But the fact remains that, you know, Greg, I honestly kind of want you to steer the ship right now because at the end of the day, you were the one who, even though I invited you to this because you regurgitated this 8-month-old drama, like you really wanted this.
Did you ask me? Huh? Did you just ask me to leave? Is that, you said jump the ship? Is that what you said?
No, I said steer the ship. I want to give you the control.
Oh, okay.
What do you want to talk about, Greg? But can we move on from the fucking picture thing? That's so stupid.
You admitted that you didn't actually research my forums, and you said you just looked at an article. Do you think that's
No, I never admitted I didn't research your forums. I definitely did. What I said was that I had missed where you had the rule of like no inappropriate pictures. However, having said that, having conceded that, the point still stands that regardless of what your rule was, your forum was still inundated with young girls posting these pictures because you facilitated a situation in which these young girls really wanted to be on your videos, and you knew that, and you used some of those pictures, and you used a lot of those pictures in your videos, which created a demand for those photos. Would you agree?
Did you not notice all the videos where I said don't post inappropriate? I actually said in videos don't post inappropriate pictures, and also it came to a point where I was like,
but do you see why that's like? But do you see why that's a mixed message that you would tell them like don't post these pictures, and then you use these pictures?
Well, there's no identifier. How old?
But you know very well.
18-year-old girls watching this who don't have larger than B cup breasts. That doesn't make them a child.
Right. That doesn't matter.
But you just said it did earlier when you said that I was attracted to people with, like, let's say, B-cup breasts.
No, I never made that specification.
You said underdeveloped.
No, I said that you
aren't fully developed per se. Sometimes they are, but not always.
You stated on my channel about 20 minutes ago that you are. It's not out of context. It was what you said.
Because when you say something and then you clarify what it means, that makes it the context that it should be thought of it. But it's kind of like saying I want to die, and you say, "Ha, he's suicidal," and then I finish the sentence with my hair. There's a huge difference between those two, but you're like, no, you said.
Wait, so why are you able to recognize that, but you're not able to recognize that when I say everybody lies about their age on YouTube, but I don't literally mean every single individual that has signed up on YouTube.
What I mean, unless I'm completely parodying myself. So it's either.
So you say what you, Greg. This is just devolving into like some petty like semantic shit. Honestly.
I actually think this is one of the better debates I've ever had because you're actually responsive. So I disagree. But I think we're like down to like 2 questions. You actually went through almost the whole list. That's incredible. Okay, so
Greg, don't fucking try to like.
I don't care if I like you or don't like you. People deserve credit where it's due.
Greg, you're very manipulative right now. You're not listening.
If people saw my history with Leafy is here, I did not like the guy, but I still admitted that he was cute in some photos. Like I tell people my honest opinion regardless of what I think of them. That's why a lot of people I would consider friends, I give the harsh truth to, because that's just what you get with me. I will tell you how it is either way. So when I compliment you and I thank you, that's because I'm not working on this bias. I'm working on what I actually feel and what is actually true. And the truth is you've actually been responsive to these questions, and I appreciate that. Not trying to manipulate, trying to be honest. Not trying to be your buddy. We're not going to be buddies after this. I'm just saying it's due. So I'm delivering this compliment. Anyway, so you claimed I reported your video for a privacy violation, which you have no evidence of. I'm just wondering why you would claim it despite not having evidence, because I didn't do that.
How long ago was that? That was like back in fucking
December, a while ago, right? But you publicly claimed that I did a privacy claim on you, and I didn't.
Because, Greg, when you get an email saying this video was flagged for a privacy complaint, obviously it's going to seem like it was the person who had their privacy violated, quote unquote. And second of all, you actually did flag a video of mine very, very recently, and it told me that
the automatic content ID system. It automatically matches my videos with other people's videos. It wasn't a
you went on.
If you have a problem with that, you can dispute it, and if it doesn't use
you went on a little Greg out of
and you would get the revenue earned from it. So it's not a thing.
Out of nowhere, Greg, you went on a little reporting spree. Joy Sparkles got all her shit shut down. Which, by the way, Joy Sparkles is fucking insane. By the way, no, wait, common ground.
What you just said is totally untrue. Do you know what?
Wait, common ground. I just want to let you know, Joy Sparkles is fucking insane. Just so you know.
Fucking nuts. Anyway, that's not the point. The CMS, Content Identity System, it even said Content ID in it. The name Content ID is kind of self-explanatory. It automatically identifies content. I don't even know if your video is claimed right now, because there's thousands of videos that have been accrued over years and years and years of using this Content ID system. So what I encourage you to do is actually research Content ID, research Content Management System, and understand that this is a thing. Like, I've been claimed by myself before. Like, I have an Onision archive channel, and it would actually
okay. Well, the thing is, I don't really
my own videos, and I was like, God damn it. Why is it?
But the thing is, Onision, is I don't really believe you, because
you have to do research.
No, listen.
Research Content ID. Just do that, and you will find that you are actually wrong.
Onision. The thing is, I don't really believe you, because the only videos that seem to be getting flagged are videos that are against you. The only people that seem to be getting flagged now are the Joy Sparkles.
I'm a Banana videos have been automatically claimed.
Don't believe them.
Actually, I think it's like 700, but yeah, maybe it's thousands. I don't know.
Don't believe you, but maybe that's the case. Maybe that's the case.
Would you like me to prove it to you?
I don't really. It's not that important to me. I mean, the video that was flagged was like
something and then
was like a year old or something like that.
You're gonna say that I'm lying, and then you're gonna refuse to look at the evidence.
No, I'm simply saying I don't really believe you, and that it's not really that important to me either. So like the fact remains.
You want me to email you after the broadcast is over a screenshot of all the I'm a Banana stuff that has been claimed?
Feel free.
You actually care? Like, do you actually want me to do that? Actually, here, I can just.
Greg, I'm saying feel free. Like, do whatever the fuck you want. Don't try to pull it into that's what you want. No, I said feel free. You can do whatever the fuck you want. However, can we get like a little truce right now that you're not gonna fucking like?
He's a manipulator.
Yeah, he's absolutely manipulating.
What are you talking about? You said that I was lying. I said let me provide you evidence. How is that manipulative?
And I said feel free. Feel free to do that. However, is it going to be a case, Onision, where like you continue to like post emails publicly? Because that's really tacky. Like that's really tacky.
What do you mean? Where like
you did it earlier, like a week ago, because I wasn't responding fast enough for you.
Like Duty or something where she posted mine, I posted hers. It's not really.
No. You posted mine. You posted mine. You posted mine like a week ago, or a week, maybe like 5 days ago.
There was nothing bad about those emails, and I censored out the info.
No, it's not about it being bad. It's about like it's kind of like a thing. Like you don't just like post emails.
I believe in a lot of transparency in the sense that. You know, if somebody docks you,
right? But when you're dealing with another person,
Hulk Hogan,
hold on. No.
Hulk Hogan and the racist stuff.
No, but when you're dealing with another person and it's a two-way conversation, for you to say you want transparency, maybe you want it on your end. Maybe I didn't want my fucking email posted on Twitter. You know what I mean? Like transparency is great for you, but when you force it on someone else, kind of weird. No.
Yeah, I understand that you would want your privacy, but
you just screenshot what was that noise?
No. I'm trying to screenshot the content management system that you say doesn't like. It's not a thing.
I didn't say it's not a thing. I didn't say it's not a thing. I said I don't really believe you that you're not actively trying to shut people down. That's what I said. That's what I meant, at least. That's what I.
But it said Content ID claimed it, so that actually tells you that it wasn't me.
It said it was claimed by Onision.
Yes,
that's what I
runs the Content ID, and the Content ID is automated. It's kind of like saying you were killed by the Americans, but it's actually a drone. Like you were killed by the president who ordered the drone.
Okay.
The drone went out, you know, that kind of thing. And it's not specific against your channel or anybody's channel. It's actually all about who took the stuff. And
okay, Greg. All I know is I don't have any fucking shit set up where people make videos about me and their shit gets shut down and demonetized and they take
nothing gets shut down by Content ID, not with the programming. Right now, all it does is it claims it until they dispute it. And if the claim was invalid, then it's released within 30 days. They get all the money that would have been on that video. Their video is free to be shown to the public in general. It's not about censorship at all.
Okay.
It's purely about claiming like I'm a banana, people using that without my permission and so forth.
Okay.
So I don't need it.
Well, this is getting a little bit like redundant, I feel like at this point. I feel like, you know, very may well be that you didn't intentionally try to shut my shit down. Don't really believe it. You can definitely provide evidence. You know, you want to email me, whatever. But I don't actually care because the video was, I think, a year old. So all the money made on that video has already really been made. I make like maybe a few dollars on it a month now. So, but like Onision, like I really want to know, like genuinely, why it took. Because all of this drama happened in December, right?
Because people are still calling me a pedophile because of you and many other people who misrepresented the content.
So it had nothing to do with the fact that your channel is dying and that you wanted to regurgitate old drama for views. And that you wanted to end up on a stream like this with 14,000 people watching. Had nothing to do with that?
When my channels were fine, nobody said, oh, you're doing this for this reason or this reason or this reason, as far as like the dying thing never came up. Because obviously they weren't dying. But I did the same content like a year ago as I do now. You know that. I mean, you said it yourself. I made the video about Shane. If I did that video that you were upset about Shane, you would say that I was doing it because my channels are dying, according to you. But that's literally not the case. That's just a scapegoat. It's you trying to justify why you're actually being confronted about.
No, I'm giving you my perception of the situation. That I wake up one day on Twitter and you're reposting a video from last December, tweeting about me. Clearly trying to get me to respond, which it took me a minute to respond.
Debate like 3 months ago. You know that,
Let
right?
me answer. What?
Yeah, you challenged me to debate like 3 months ago.
Yeah, I probably did. I probably tweeted you like on debate.
So you know.
But like 3 months ago, your channel wasn't like where it was now. Like it wasn't. I feel honestly, my perception and the perception of like thousands of other people, maybe hundreds of thousands, is that the reason you're bringing this up is because.
But I just established that's wrong.
You established it, but that doesn't really prove anything because my perception is still my perception. That this is just like this is a desperate attempt, like you're drowning. You're drowning and you're reaching for a branch.
I was debating people way back. Okay, this is not a new thing. I was debating people when my channels were fine. I was making these controversial videos when my channels were fine. This is just something people like to say because it makes them feel good, maybe because they don't.
No, it's not about the debate. It's about.
I'm telling you that there's actually.
It's not about. It's not about.
It's my case. How about this? I still bring up stuff that happened 9 years ago in my life.
Hold on.
It's not because of any reason other than I'm just thinking about it. Okay?
No. Onision, it's not about the debate aspect. It's not about like wanting to get on my channel or whatever. It's about
I actually didn't though. Remember, I was trying to not be on.
You were trying to get on you now so you can make the coin. I know how you work.
My spouse could. That's just business.
You were trying to get on you now, and I wasn't doing that for you. But my perception, which nothing you said has really swayed my perception, is that
really.
No, I mean all you've really told me is that that's not the case. I mean, you reposted a video from last December that you already made.
Well, I actually used like evidence by saying, just look at my previous videos. I've been a.
That doesn't prove anything, Greg. That doesn't. That's really weird.
You're telling. Okay, so let's say somebody has a sole career of wrestling, right? And
I didn't say you had a sole career of it, though. I said.
What I'm saying is, let's say someone has a sole career of wrestling, and then their career starts to suck, and they continue to challenge big wrestlers or whatever. And they're saying, oh, you're just challenging me because you're an irrelevant wrestler now. It's like, actually, I would challenge you regardless because that's what I do. I'm a wrestler.
Then why didn't you do it until your channel died?
Because
you claimed
before any channels were done.
No, but the thing is, Greg,
why this is a thing. Like why this is like, okay, let's say.
Here's why it's a thing. Here's why it's a thing. Here's why it's a thing.
But let's say you proved it. What does that even mean?
Here's why it's a thing. Because like I said, I challenged you to debate many times, probably even while the drama was at its thickest, which should have been when you wanted to do it and when you wanted to clear it, whatever. I'm answering. No, stop. You're not talking over.
You're on point.
Greg,
by the way, I just emailed. I
don't want to mute you.
I just emailed you the screenshot.
Greg. So, my perception is that the reason you didn't come to a debate or accept an invite to a debate for all this time, 8-month-old drama, like what was I even doing 8 months ago? I don't know. Is because your channel's dying, and so now you need it. That's my perception, and that's what a lot of people think as well. So how do you respond?
I already told you. I've been doing the same thing forever.
But you haven't, because you didn't accept the invite until your channel was dying.
Well, okay, so firstly,
I know you're thinking hard about it, but it's like, that's just what happened. I challenged you many fucking times to do this, and you didn't do it until your channel was dying. And the funny thing is, when you made that first, hold on. And the funny thing is,
you can only be called a pedophile so many times.
And the funny thing is, when you made that first video about me, you said that you didn't want to respond to me because I had an itty bitty channel. But it's funny how the tides have changed. It's funny how this is actually doing you a favor now. It's just interesting.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain
like how life works.
The channel's plummeted because I deleted like 40 million views worth of videos, and that caused the algorithm to assume that the channel.
I'm not arguing about why your channel died. I'm just saying it's died. I don't really care why.
What I'm saying is that this dying thing, based on everything I've researched, has been my doing as far as my actions with the actual mechanisms, because I've always been a part of drama. I've always been doing this. I've done plenty of live debates when I was fine, like I established. So you're trying,
but never me. So why not me? Like, why 8 months later?
Because people were still calling me a pedo, and you were the source in that article.
Greg, I was not the source. Mr. Repsion made a video before me. Hell of people made videos before me, and they actually had more views than I did before you responded to me.
Do you have?
I was not the first one. I was not the source. Why is it? Hold on. Why is it? Go look at the date. Go look at the date of Mr. Repsion's video. It was before mine. About this issue. Anyone can look that up.
What is it?
It's funny, Greg. I want to know also. A lot of people want to know this. A lot of people want to know this, Greg.
What is it called?
I don't fucking know. It's a Mr. Repsion video. It was about the picture situation, the Heat Street article. It was before mine. That's the thing also. Like, you seem to only want to respond to Joy Sparkle, Jacqueline Glenn, myself. Like, you only want to respond to girls, and it's really weird.
I debated all of them.
Huh?
I debated all of them.
Right. I'm not saying you didn't, but I'm saying you seem to only want to respond to girls. Why? Like, why not all the, like, that's a question a lot of people ask all the time to me, and I don't really have an answer for it. So do you want to answer that?
Why do I only debate girls?
Like, why do you only ever really respond to them? Because, like I said, I made that video about you, and there was a lot of videos before me. I
responded to Amazing Atheist quite a bit.
Haven't seen that. I'll believe you though. But like the extent of which,
the thing with Repsian is he actually looked up a lot of sensitive documents on us, and he also directly contacted my in-laws, and he did a lot of creepy things, and he's made like maybe 50 videos about me. So I don't respond to him because he's a psychopath. That's why.
But you responded to Joy Sparkles, and she's kind of a psychopath. Like, why her?
Yeah, that was after I told her to get off my case repeatedly, and she just wanted to take. So I figured I would actually like make a video saying, "Hey," like a confrontation, you know, and that didn't work out.
Okay.
But the point is that this isn't exclusive to men, as I just established. It's not exclusive to popular or unpopular people. It's not
So would you be debating a YouTuber who had like 2,000 subscribers right now who said everything I said?
If they made a video that was successful that painted me a pedo, yes, I would confront them and I would say, hey, this was misleading. Because of your video, there is definitely at least thousands of people who think I'm a pedo now.
I mean, here's how you try to twist it, Greg. You try to say it's because of my video when it really just isn't. You try to say it's because of my actions when it's actually your actions.
With a title
I was
like
simply
YouTuber target.
Hold on. Let me finish.
That's pretty. Let me
finish.
If you actually said
Greg,
YouTuber talks about 20-year-olds or whatever.
Greg, let me finish. Let me finish, Greg.
I'm saying you painted me.
Let me finish, Greg. Be quiet. Okay. Be quiet. The fact is, I was simply commenting on your actions. Your actions are what made people think that you were potentially a pedophile, which I don't actually think is true. I don't think you're a pedophile.
Thank you. Thank fucking God.
I just think you're a creep. That's what I think.
That's fine. It's totally cool for you to think I'm a piece of shit, for scumbag, trash, whatever. You think I am, whatever. Just so long as we're talking about a clear opinion and not an actual accusation about someone taking part in illegal activities. That's so crazy.
Then what the fuck is the point? Because I've only ever made that. I've only ever talked about
the title of your video is creepy YouTuber collects pictures of 13-year-old girls. That sounds
factual.
But that looks like a pedophile thing, and you just admitted I'm not a pedophile. So do you think you should have a more direct, obvious title that's like actually represents the entire situation, not just a specific?
Let's just break it down to this. Greg. Did you or did you not save photos of underage girls to put in your videos to rate them? Did you or did you not? Just yes or no. Just yes or no.
Context this.
It's a yes or no question. Seriously, you can add your context afterwards, but just answer yes or no first.
Let me rephrase. You already know your own answers or whatever. But let me rephrase.
It's not about my answer. It's about what happened.
There's a guy who shot another dude in the. There's a guy who shot.
Onision, you're not going to manipulate it. I don't know who you think I am. I'm not anyone you've ever debated.
I'm trying to give you an analogy.
Onision, you can give me an analogy afterwards. Just answer yes or no to the question I asked you. Did you or did you not collect photos of underage girls to put in your videos to rate or to call fat or skinny or acne, any of that shit? Did you or did you not?
Let me look up the definition of collect.
Onision, did you really just say that?
Yes, I just said that. I can't admit something I don't know.
Onision, if you are saving photos to your computer
or gather together.
Bitch, I can't. That's some nutty shit, Greg. You know that's some nutty shit.
I just want to know what I'm saying. That's all. Because this is English and definitions define what we're saying. So I think literal. I think it's appropriate to look up what I'm actually saying before I say it. Don't you?
Okay, find out what collects mean. Find out what a collection means.
It just means to bring or gather together. And no, I did not gather together pictures of 13-year-olds. I gathered together pictures of people.
Which included 13-year-olds, right?
But I didn't collect specific
Wait.
I did not collect specific groups. You could say I collected pictures of you could say that they were creepy to you. You could say that's a collection of creepy photos because you could say that all those photos were creepy. But I didn't collect pictures of 13-year-olds.
Yes, you did.
13-year-olds had nothing to do with it. Do you understand that?
You simply included them in the compilation of pictures of overage girls.
Targeted or collected because of anything to do with their age.
Greg.
This is important. This is very important. And I wish you stopped responding.
You're saying it's important, Greg, but I've already conceded that to you, that you definitely did also include photos of overage girls and of developed girls and all of that. I've already conceded that to you.
I admit to temporarily collecting pictures of people of a variety of ages to tell them in videos whether or not they were fat or not by their own request and submission.
So should that have been the title, that long sentence?
No, all you had to do is say, creepy YouTuber collects creepy photos. That's it. Because that's all opinion. And that's fine. That's not slander. But when you act like somebody literally collects photos of 13-year-olds, that implies...
Greg, that's not slander. Greg, that's not slander. I stated what you did.
You knowingly misrepresented somebody. Because you know that...
I did not misrepresent you whatsoever.
Greg,
I stated...
40-year-olds that it wouldn't have been a clickbaitable thing.
Greg,
if you told the full truth, it wouldn't have been a clickbaitable thing. So you decided to use a misleading title for the sake of gaining...
You're like a little worm, kind of like get in where you can get in. It's not working. It's just not working. The fact remains that what I said was factually correct.
Well, I think we both know that there was no targeting or collecting of 13-year-olds.
I didn't say you targeted. I said that included with all these photos of women, there were also young girls who are not women.
You admit
that's what I said.
You, along with another prominent hater, has admitted I'm not a pedophile, and you admit that 13-year-olds were not. Yeah, that's an appropriate description. We're not what? Okay. So I just. Can I think?
Greg, I never said you targeted. I said you included it.
Sure. I want to.
And that's not cool.
Blaire, I want to thank you for having this debate. I want to thank you for talking to me and answering all these questions.
Greg, I would love to thank you, but I wish you would have showed up without the blood. It's really fucking weird. It's like off-putting. I wish you would have showed up looking like you came. I don't know.
I posted videos to my Patreon with me bloody. Okay. And I don't take my makeup normally off until I take a shower because it seems redundant. Okay.
Okay. It's really not. Like, it's really not. Like, you kind of like show up to things how you should look okay. But you know what? It's fine.
Okay, if I wash this off, then I would have to reapply other makeup to hide my
This is really the next topic.
I would have to apply other makeup to hide my results.
Greg, I'm gonna
otherwise I would be
Greg, I think we're done.
Okay.
Greg, I think we're done.
Okay. Thank you for this.
I think we're done. So thank you for this.
Thank you for this.
This was
Thank you for this.
An amazing way to spend my afternoon.
All right. Have a wonderful day.
All right, have a nice day. Wash your face, honey.
Okay.
A fucking shit show.
Wow.
That was
so funny. Dude, what was that guy?
I don't know.
What was that?
A mess is what it was. Let me look at the live chat really quick.
Did you sign off?
No, I'm still on.
Oh, hey. Talk.
So what's everyone think?
Oh
I haven't looked at the live chat
sorry.
once. I'm still live. Let me refresh the page. What does everyone think about what the fuck just happened? I saw a swastika. That's always par for the course in my live streams. It was amazing how he danced around everything. Like he thought it was okay to do the 13-year-olds and the 14-year-olds because he also included overage girls. Like, I don't know, honey, listen, this is no shade to like Jacqueline Glenn or anyone else who's ever debated, you know, Joy Sparkle, whatever, although Joy Sparkle is kind of fucking crazy. Okay. But like, I'm not either of those people. That's not going to fucking work with me. Period.
Tell everyone you were drinking water because I switched it to water.
Yeah, halfway through he switched me to water, but I was a little bit tipsy. I mean, guys, I was like...
You were just pissed.
I was just pissed. I was a little bit tipsy, but it's fine. Yeah, I was bitchy. Guys, would you guys not be bitchy if the last interaction you guys had was like them calling you a cunt 50 times in a video? Like, did you guys expect me to be nice? I don't know. That's kind of weird if you expected me to be nice, right? Oh, that's strong.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you drink that.
Yeah, that's well, you're off the live. You can drink now.
No, I'm still live.
Oh.
It was a shit show, which is why, you guys, I put quotation marks around debate, because it was a fucking shit show. He's like, I didn't collect them. I collected them temporarily and then deleted them. Let me read some of these super chats, honey. Okay. I'm thinking it's time to log off. He made a video raping Andy Biersick. So where's the high ground? Kind of confused about that. Guys. All right, guys. I love everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I guess I'll keep this up as a permanent video. Love you.